It's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain. They amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
First carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Jim.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a throw to the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun handoff now. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 4-yard line.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after extra try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action, they'll throw. You'll find DeGuara complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking outside, he's got him in. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the a second down throw on target. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The 4-yard line.
And that's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Back to throw now. First down. That's caught by Ware. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 30, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a final return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Justin.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up for the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A first down carry down for Miller. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you open up lanes for your runners.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense.
That'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from here on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That is caught by Cohen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. Because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And at the 35-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down now, it's Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Looking for Pyramid, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Bears first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They try again with Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find DeGuara complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Chicago.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now the
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love.